the lure of a crown. 50 countries from all over the globe have sent beautiful girls to London tonight in search of a title. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss World 1969! The world's most beautiful girls. Star singer Frank Ifield. Keyboard king Roy Buck. 6'2" Pete Murray. 4'0" Mike Aspel. Lionel Blair and his dancers. Miss World, Miss World, the most beautiful girl in the world. The most beautiful girl in the world. Ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. Make us believe it's a wonderful world. There's Miss Argentina, Miss Philippine, America, Australia, and there is Miss United Kingdom too. From the continent to Venezuela, you'll see girls. Girls, girls, girls. From Colombia to Canada, or Gambia to Malta, Gibraltar, Costa Rica, or Japan. One of these girls will soon be Miss World.
So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, 50 of the world's most lovely ladies, all hoping to be Miss World 1969. There were 52, but 2 of them didn't return from a visit to the Chelsea pensioners, and the police are searching their lockers at the moment. Well, as ever, 15 ladies will go through to the final round, and we're going to see them first of all in their national costume. So let's see first of all what they're wearing in South America as we say hello to Miss Argentine.
This is Miss Argentine, Graciela Marino, leading the way.
Miss Australia.
Looking on top of the world from down under, Stephanie Mura.
Miss Austria.
This is Eva Rueber-Staier from Austria.
Miss Bahamas.
From the Bahamas, Ida Pierce.
Miss Belgium.
From just across the channel in Belgium, Maud Alain.
Miss Brazil.
Miss Brazil, all shining and bright there, Ana Rodriguez.
Miss Dominion of Canada.
The mountains always get their man, and this is Jackie Perry.
Miss Chile.
Miss Chile, Ana Maria Nazar.
Miss Colombia.
Lina Maria Garcia from Colombia.
Miss Costa Rica.
Miss Costa Rica, Damaris Ureña. She gave me that pronunciation herself. I hope it's right.
Miss Cyprus.
From sunny Cyprus, Flora Diaouri.
Miss Czechoslovakia.
Who goes by the name of Marcela Bitnarova.
Miss Denmark.
Miss Denmark is San Perfeld.
Miss Dominican Republic.
Representing the Dominican Republic is Sandra Cabrera.
Miss Ecuador.
And now here's a name to conjure with, Linnea Auleste.
Miss Finland.
From the land of the hot sauna baths, Päivi Raita.
Miss France.
From La Belle France, une belle fille, Suzanne Ongli.
Miss Gambia.
Marie Carrero, representing Miss Gambia.
Miss Germany.
Miss Germany getting a big cheer from the audience, Christa Magraf.
Miss Gibraltar.
And from the land of rock, Marilu Chiappe.
Miss Greece.
This is Eleni Alexopoulou from Greece.
Miss Guyana.
From the sunny land of Guyana, Pamela Lord.
Miss Holland.
And here's another name to conjure with for Miss Holland, Ninti van der Vliet.
Miss Iceland.
And wish me luck with this name too. Ragnedo Pietre Stotte.
Miss India.
Looking all the natural grace of India, Adinya Shalip.
Miss Ireland.
Another big cheer from the audience for Miss Ireland. Shlon Liv Galair to Hilary Clark.
Miss Israel.
Audience getting really warmed up here. This is Tahilia Sailor from Israel.
Miss Jamaica.
And looking very colourful in her native outfit, Marilyn Taylor from Jamaica.
Miss Japan.
Return to the grace of the East. It's time for Eniko Karashima from Japan.
Miss Korea.
Kim Sang-hee is the name of Miss Korea.
Miss Lebanon.
A little apprehensive, Miss Lebanon. Just arrived last night. Ruola Marj Sobe.
Miss Liberia.
Feeling the cold a bit, Miss Liberia. That's Antoinette Coleman.
Miss Luxembourg.
From Luxembourg, Jacqueline Schaefer.
Miss Malta.
Miss Malta goes by the name of Mary Brinkard.
Miss Mexico.
Representing Mexico, Gloria Hernandez.
Miss New Zealand.
At last a name I can pronounce, Carol Robinson.
Miss Nicaragua.
Miss Nicaragua, Carlota Breñes.
Miss Nigeria.
A happy smile on the face of Miss Nigeria, Morenike Fabridido.
Miss Norway.
Sarste Utern is the name of Miss Norway.
Miss Paraguay.
Blanca Zaldivar from Paraguay.
Miss Philippines.
A girl with always a happy smile, Miss Philippines, Lisa Teresa Miro.
Miss Seychelles.
This is the joker in the pack, the girl that keeps all the other girls laughing, Sylvia Labonte from the Seychelles.
Miss South Africa.
From South Africa, Linda Collett.
Miss Sweden.
Ing-Marie Allain is the name of Miss Sweden.
Miss Tunisia.
wearing the customary yashmak. This is Zora Tabanina.
Miss Turkey.
Demure ladyless Sermin Elmazir from Turkey.
Miss United Kingdom.
There she comes, a lassie from Bonnie, Scotland, Shanna Drummond, representing the United Kingdom.
Miss United States of America.
A definite touch of the Uncle Sam's there for Miss USA, Gail Renshaw.
Miss Venezuela.
That's Marcia Piazza, wearing the outfit of Venezuela.
And finally, Miss Yugoslavia.
And this is Radmila Yevkovich.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the international scene has never looked so good. I think it's time for a quick word from the PM, by which I mean Mr. Pete Murray, who is stumbling in this direction.
Yes, I'm wandering over here.
Have you anything succinct to say?
It's absolutely marvellous. You know, they shouldn't call this work. This is a pleasure.
I think you're right. There's a lot more of it to come. In fact, we shall know the final 15 in just a few moments. Well, that full parade was recorded a short while ago so that the judges would have time to choose their final 15 girls. Now, this contest has about 28 million unofficial judges, but let's meet those whose votes really count. Judge number 1 has won a few contests himself, but his opponents weren't all that pretty. It's the champ, Henry Cooper. The second judge won't be here next week. He'll be in New York next week for the world premiere of Hello, Dolly. He's starring in that with Barbara Streisand. He's got lovely legs as well. Michael Crawford. And now it's beauty. Our next judge is married to a man who, like me, likes to live dangerously. Her husband is a racing driver. She is a model. It's Lady Sarah Courage. Our next judge also has a title of his own, His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Malaysia. Now, a man who says he's lost count of the number of Miss World contests he's attended, he's kidding nobody, the General Manager of the BBC Outside Broadcast Unit, Mr. Peter Dimmock. Our next judge has just rushed across London, where he's been putting the finishing touches to his new film, The Last Ballet. And this is where the ladies swoon and miss the rest of the program, Omar Sharif. Our next judge is another star who's just finished a film, this time in Ireland, and an interesting title in the circumstances, Man and Superman. It's the ravishing Susanna York. Another call on the diplomatic corps. Welcome to His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Sierra Leone. And a man we shall always associate with the sea, but he insists he's first of all an aviator. In fact, he's about to celebrate the 40th anniversary of his flight to Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Francis Chichester. We have the final 15 names from the judges, and we're about to see these 15 girls in evening dress. So here they are in alphabetical order. First of all, number 3, Miss Austria.
Miss Austria, Eva Rueber-Staier. She has a very unusual ambition. She'd like to see a model of herself in Madame Tussauds. That's enough to melt poor old Cliff Mitchell down, that is. But whilst Eva is in the British Isles, she has one other ambition, to see the Loch Ness Monster.
Miss Czechoslovakia.
Miss Czechoslovakia is Marcela Vitmarova. Marcela is 19 years of age and she comes from Nachov. This is her first visit to England, and while she's here she'd like to see Hampton Court and meet the Queen. We fixed up the visit to the Queen.
Miss Finland.
This is 19-year-old Päivi Raita, Miss Finland. It's her first visit to England. She lists as her hobbies gymnastics, modern dancing, singing, music and knitting. And while she's here, she'd like to visit Carnaby Street and win some prize money at a horse race.
Miss France.
Miss France, Suzanne Only. She is 18 years of age. She comes from Mulhouse, speaks French, of course, and German. First visit to Britain, wants to meet the members of Parliament. In fact, has already had lunch with them, and not one of them said she was out of order.
Miss Germany.
Big cheer for Miss Germany there, Christa McGrath. On a second visit to London, while she's here this time, she hopes to see a television studio. During her spare time, she likes making illustrations for children's books, skiing, fashion, journalism, and gymnastics. Would you believe she can touch her toes?
Miss Guyana.
Pamela Lord, Miss Guyana. She has many varied hobbies, which include motorbike riding. She speaks English and Spanish, and this is her first visit to England, and she likes it very much, so she told me.
Israel.
Miss Israel is known as Tahila Sela. She's 21 years of age and she's a teacher. Tahila's hobbies are growing hamsters and collecting seashells. She speaks Hebrew and English. Her first visit to England.
Miss Jamaica.
From sunny Jamaica, Marilyn Taylor is 21 years of age. In her spare time, Marilyn likes to sunbathe and she likes dancing and reading. This is her first visit to England. She finds it a little bit cold, but while she's here, she wants to see the changing of the guard.
Malta.
Just 17 years of age is Mary Brinkat from Malta. She likes keeping cats as pets, underwater fishing, reading and dancing.
Miss New Zealand.
Dancing is very much of an interest to Carol Robinson. She holds her bronze, silver and gold medals in dancing, and she also took the broad jump record in 1958, which she still holds. I think the broad jump is nothing to do with dancing, that's athletics.
Miss Norway.
Safte Jurten got a big hand there from Norway. She's a language student and certainly very proficient at speaking English, German and French as well as her own language. If she should win the Miss World title, she'd like to buy a little cottage in the Norwegian mountains, plus an LP of the Sound of Music.
Miss South Africa.
Linda Collett hails from Durban. She's 20 years of age and states her most unusual experience came when she was travelling with 2 other passengers plus 150,000 rands worth of gold. Tonight she'll just settle for the top prize of £2,500.
Miss United Kingdom.
From Bonnie, Scotland, Sheena Drummond, Miss United Kingdom. She hopes to make it a hat-trick by winning the Miss World contest as well as the 2 others she just won. She's just come back from South America, and all we can say to her is, Lang me Lamrik.
Miss USA.
Gail Renshaw is 22 years of age. She must be one of the most envied young ladies in the contest and in the States. She's met Frank Sinatra and Bob Hope, and since winning a title, she also crowned Dean Martin Mr. Wonderful. She's also danced with the New York Opera Company.
Miss Venezuela.
Miss Venezuela, Marcia Piazza, is on her first visit to England, and whilst she's here, she wants to meet Tom Jones, Her Majesty the Queen, and see Buckingham Palace, in that order.
When you've finished cheering or groaning, let me tell you that next time you see these girls, they'll be in swimsuits. The proms were never like this. But here's the man who's got the best seat in the Albert Hall. He's also got 27 fingers on each hand, Mr. Roy Budd.
Thank you very much indeed, Roy Budd. And now this is what the gentlemen at home are really looking forward to. This is where the same 15 girls will come out, only this time in swimsuits. So, Dad, pull your chair up a little closer to the telly because I think you're going to enjoy this. We've got them in the same order, so that means we start with Miss Austria.
Eva Rueber-Staier is 20 years old and she's a model. She's got blonde hair and blue-green eyes, and she measures 36, 23, 36, supposed to be the perfect measurements.
Miss Czechoslovakia.
This is Marcela Bitnarova. She's a hairdresser. She's 19 years old with brown hair and brown eyes. And she measures 37, 24, 37.
Miss Finland.
This is Päivi Raita. She's a student, 19 years old. She measures 35, 24, 36, and her hair is brown and her eyes are blue.
Miss France.
Miss France is a 17-year-old dental assistant by the name of Suzanne Ongli, with dark brown hair, her eyes are green, and she measures 35, 25, 36.
Miss Germany.
Krista Margraf, who is 22 years old, a student, copper blonde hair, green eyes, 37, 23, 37, Miss Germany.
Miss Guyana.
That's Pamela Lord with black hair and dark brown eyes. She's a teacher, 24 years old, and is 35, 22, 36.
Miss Israel.
Years old, Tahila Sela. She's a teacher, 35, 23, 36, and she's got blonde hair and grey-green eyes.
Miss Jamaica.
This is Marilyn Taylor. She's a cashier, 20 years old, dark brown hair and brown eyes, and she measures 34, 24, 36.
Miss Malta.
Mary Brincat, 17 years old. Chestnut hair, dark brown eyes, and she measures 37, 26, 37.
Miss New Zealand.
Here's Carol Robinson, a secretary, aged 22, with auburn hair and green eyes, and a figure of 35, 25, 35.
Miss Norway.
Kirsty Yerton, she's a student, 19 years old, a blue-eyed blonde who is 35, 24, 35.
Miss South Africa.
"18 years old, Linda College. She's a student with mid-brown hair and hazel eyes, and her figure is 35, 23, 36.
Miss United Kingdom.
Sheena Drummond, 18 years old, a typist, dark brown hair and brown eyes, 35, 23, 36.
Miss United States of America.
Gail Renshaw is an accountant. She's 22 years old and measures 39, 25, 37. Her hair is frosted, her eyes are green.
Miss Venezuela.
Marcia Rita Piazza, who's a model of 18 years of age with black hair and brown eyes, and measures 35, 25, 35.
Now we're going to ask the judges to line up. All the 15 girls, one final look. Miss Venezuela is now making her way back to join the other girls. It's the last look for the judges. There we are. Well, there are the girls, and I'm sure you'll all find this a very difficult situation to pick 7 out of these lovely 15 girls, and that's exactly what the judges have to do right now, pick 7 girls out of 15. I wouldn't like to have to do it, but right now I have a little bit of information for the girls. They have to TURN. Now, I'm not going to say the word because some of them don't speak English and they might do it before their time, and I wouldn't want them to do that. So girls, are you ready? Turn. Beautiful. Once more with feeling. Turn. I really hate to have to do this, but I got to ask them again. Turn. Are you ready? No. Turn. Thank you very much indeed, girls. Well, there you are, judges. You've had your final look. Is that all right with you? Would you like to look a little longer? Everything's all right? Fine. Thank you very much indeed. Miss Venezuela, would you kindly lead the way? Thank you very much indeed. Forgot the bow there. Well, there we are. We have already got the 7 girls. I've no idea who those 7 girls are, and there are only 3 people in the whole of the Albert Hall who in fact know who the 7 girls are, and one of them is world champion chatter-up of Miss Worlds, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mike Aspel.
Thank you very much, lovely Peter. But now, by now the judging has been completed so far as how the girls look and move is concerned. Now it's the face-to-face bit when I have approximately 45 seconds to learn each girl's life story and her views on philosophy and economics. So here are the final 7. The order, remember, is not significant. And the first of the 7 finalists is number 3, Miss Austria. Who is Eva Rueber-Staier. Willkommen to England. You speak English?
Yes, a little bit.
Thank goodness for that. Where do you live?
I live in Graz. This is a lovely town, 300 kilometers from Vienna.
Yes. And your work there is as a model?
Yes, I'm working as a model in Vienna.
Yes. Is it very hard work, this?
Oh, yes.
But the Miss World winner must be prepared for hard work anyway.
Yes.
Yes. What is your ambition? Was sind Ihre beruflichen Pläne?
To be a good model.
To be a good model.
Yes.
I'm glad you answered in English.
And to work all over the world.
Yes. Is it true that you want to see a model of yourself in Madame Tussauds?
Yes.
Really? Well, they're usually evil people in there, but good luck anyway. Thank you very much, Miss Austria. Of course, they can't really be evil because Cliff Mitchelmore's in there, isn't he? The second finalist is number 19, Miss Germany. This is Christa Margraf. Would you stand there, Christa, please?
Yes.
Who wants to see a television studio. I think I can help you there.
Oh, please.
No, there's no language problem because you've spent a year in America, haven't you?
But it's a little bit American English. I think the pronunciation isn't Oxford English or something like that at all.
Doesn't sound very American either. What are you studying?
I'm studying history, sociology, and German literature.
And what will you do when you qualify?
I want to be a journalist, or I want to work for a publishing company, and perhaps I want to be a teacher.
But you also illustrate children's books. It's an enormous number of talents you have. Which is the most important to you?
Right now I'm soldering copper sculptures very much, and working for a children's book also.
Yeah.
I'm doing two now.
It's a great deal of things, but good luck and congratulations. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Contestant number 22, Miss Guyana. And Miss Guyana is Pamela Lord. Hello, Pamela. You're a teacher. Would you come a little closer? It's quite safe here. What do you teach?
I teach English and Spanish.
Really? But your interests, which are many again, are not purely cultural, are they?
Yes, actually, in Guyana we are the land of 6 peoples, and so we concentrate on the cultures of every ethnic group.
And you also like riding motorbikes? Right?
Yes, I have one.
Really? But social work is something that you're particularly dedicated to.
Yes, I'm very much dedicated to this. I'm the founder president of the Needy Children Committee on the Essequibo Coast in Guyana.
And what would you do if you won the money that goes with the title?
Oh, well, actually, the thought never occurred to me.
Laughs from your friends from Guyana.
I would very much like to go to university to continue my studies.
Very good answer. Thank you very much indeed, Miss Guyana.
Thank you.
The next contestant is number 39, Miss Norway. This is Kirsti Jørten. Welcome. You are teaching and modeling, I believe.
Yes, I'm working as a teacher at the modeling school.
Oh, you teach modeling, so it's all one activity. How many languages do you speak?
Well, I study languages, so I study English, German and French, and Norwegian, of course.
And you're proficient in all these? What will you do eventually when you've finished your studying?
Well, then I want to go into a traveling agency or something like that, so I can come out and practice my languages.
How far have you traveled so far?
Well, I've been to Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Italy and Canada.
Is this your first time in England?
Yes, it is.
How long are you staying here?
Well, just for 10 days.
10 days? Fine. Thank you very much, Miss Norway. There. Contestant number 43, Miss South Africa. Hello, Linda Cullett. Now, you're a student of what, Linda?
Well, I'm studying drama. I was, till it's interrupted for a while.
Yes. But you're also down here as being interested in photography. You mean as a model, or...?
No, both sides of the camera, behind the lens as well.
So what's the eventual aim?
Well, I enjoy it. I don't know. Just carry on till I become a good amateur, I suppose.
Where do you live in South Africa?
In Durban.
Yes.
It's on the east coast.
It's a very big country. Have you seen all of it?
Most of it, yes.
Mm-hmm. What about outdoor interests? You must have some of those.
Well, it's a seaside city, and I love the beach. I spend all the time I can on the beach. Play tennis, netball, so on.
You speak Afrikaans?
Yes.
Could you give us a little Afrikaans?
Ek is baie bly om hier te wees, en ek wil dankie sê aan almal wat groete gestuur het.
Well, it's a great pleasure, really, I can tell you that. So, congratulations. Thank you very much indeed, Linda Cullett. And now contestant number 48, Miss USA. Gail Renshaw. Gail, I believe you've met a lot of interesting people since you became Miss USA.
Yes, I have.
Who, for example?
Well, I met Dean Martin, and I met Bob Hope, and I was on his special on television, Roberta.
I'm told that you crowned Dean Martin. That seems a rather strange thing to do.
Yes, when I won my title, Miss World USA, I crowned him Mr. Wonderful USA.
Oh, that was nice for him, I'm sure. You work as an accountant.
Yes, I do.
Where is this?
In Arlington, Virginia.
Yes, for a huge company?
Yes, it is, quite large.
Yeah. Is this your first time out of America?
Yes, it is.
Do you plan to see most of Europe while you're away?
I'd like to.
Yeah. You have no particular itinerary planned then?
No, I don't.
What is your eventual ambition? To stay with accountancy?
Well, I am working for my CPA.
Oh, but you'll continue with this, will you?
Yes.
Fine. Thank you very much indeed, Gail.
Thank you.
Which leaves us now with the 7th finalist, who is Miss Venezuela. Marcia Piazza, bienvenida a Londres.
Muchas gracias.
You speak English?
No.
No.
Speak Spanish and Italian.
Spanish and Italian, right. I'll ask you what your ambition is then. ¿Cuáles son sus aspiraciones?
Bueno, llegar a ser una gran modelo y quizás actriz.
She wants to be an actress, the last word I caught. I'll ask you to say a little in Spanish because we obviously can't converse. Habla a nosotros en español, por favor, algunas palabras.
Bueno, me siento muy emocionada de estar aquí con todos ustedes y un saludo para todo el pueblo venezolano que se encuentra en Londres.
And now the weather forecast. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Well, thank goodness we didn't have a Welsh finalist. That would have been very difficult. Now, the girls are lining up for a last lingering look by the judges. Now, one of these girls will be Miss World, of course, and the first three will win between them £3,500. But all of them will win something. No one goes away empty-handed. Every girl gets a crackerjack pencil. Now, I think the judges may well have seen enough now, but they in fact have 5 minutes in which to make up their minds and decide which order they want to place the girls in. Well, there's nothing, of course, that we can do about it, so let's use the time very wisely and listen to Australia's second representative here tonight, a very firm family favourite, Frank Ifield.
You came along from out of nowhere. You took my heart and found it free. Wonderful dreams, wonderful schemes from nowhere made every hour sweet as a flower for me. Yeah, but if you should go back to your nowhere, leaving with me a memory, I'd always wait for your return out of nowhere, hoping you bring your love to me. You came along from nowhere. You took my heart, it was free. Wonderful dreams, wonderful schemes from nowhere made every hour sweet as a flower for me. Yeah, but if you should go back to your nowhere, leaving with me a memory, I'd always wait for your return out of nowhere, hoping you bring your love. Yes, hoping you bring your love to me. Hurt you, how could anyone hurt you? Leave you, how could anyone want to? You must forget him, turn away from your sorrows. Let me love you, and I'll show you tomorrow. Just let me into your life. Let me tear down the wall that is keeping me outside the heart of you. Let me into your life. If I can't have you all, then at least give me one little part of you. Let me into your life. Trust me, let your heart learn to trust me. Need me, that's the way that it must be. Just let me love you. Can't you see I was made to? Let me love you. Why are you so afraid to? Just let me into your life.
Thank you very much, Frank Ifield. A lovely song. Beautiful. Well, the judges have committed themselves and the results are ready. We're about to learn who is Miss World 1969. Presenting the awards will be the chairman of Mecca Limited, Mr. Alan B. Fairley. A reminder that the Miss World contest is held in aid of children's charities in association with the Variety Club of Great Britain. Now, the results. Here's the organising director, Mr. Eric Morley.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to announce the results in reverse order. Fifth, Miss Venezuela.
Marzio Piazza will receive a cheque for £100 and a silver trophy.
Fourth, Miss Guyana.
Pamela Lord, Miss Guyana, receives besides the silver trophy £150.
Third, Miss Germany.
Now the money's mounting. Krista McGrath, Miss Germany, gets £250.
Runner-up to Miss World, Miss United States of America.
One to go, and the prize for the runner-up, £500 to Gail Renshaw.
Miss World 1969, Miss Austria.
So the new Miss World is Miss Austria, Eva Rueber-Staier. The cloak is being placed round her shoulders. The footmen are throttling her. Now the trophy. And the kiss. Now we have the crowning ceremony. Crowned by Omar Sharif. Goes down very nicely with the girls. Besides the cheque for £2,500, Eva Rueber-Staier will now receive the sceptre.
Miss Austria is Miss World 1969.